Hello and welcome to this UCAT preparation advice video. So in this video we're going to be talking about the quantitative reasoning section, specifically efficiently analysing data. For you to be able to quickly progress through the quantitative reasoning section, you're going to need to be confident in analysing data. And that data can be in the form of graphs, tables, pie charts, or even just long paragraphs with all of the data contained within them. Obviously, those paragraphs are going to be a little bit annoying because you're going to have to quickly skim through them to find the relevant information. Luckily for us, these questions don't really tend to require too much by way of calculations, so you're not going to have to take all this information and then use it as part of a really long process. The focus here is very much on finding and selecting the important information and then just using it as part of a pretty simple answer. In this video, we're going to talk about the 4 different types of data that you're going to be expected to analyse, and we're also going to talk through 2 of the different types of questions that you can get within this sphere in the quantitative reasoning section. As we mentioned earlier, you're going to need to know how to analyse graphs, tables, pie charts, and potentially long text questions. So let's go through each of these in turn. So let's start off with graphs. So for these, you're going to need to understand what the x and the y axes mean on simple graphs, and how to calculate total values from these, and also how to combine different graphs so that you can find one particular piece of information. When it comes to pie charts, you need to know how to calculate proportions of pie charts, and you need to understand what these areas represent. With tables, you need to be able to quickly and efficiently find the information within them. And when it comes to text, you need to be able to quickly spot the core information within that big block of text. And to do that, you need to practice spotting numbers and keywords within the text and practice just focusing on those. So let's now actually have a think about 2 different types of questions that the UCAT can pose you when it comes to data analysis. So the first of these involves finding how many people or objects fit into only one category when you're given multiple pieces of information to decipher this. And the second one that we're going to go through is looking at pie charts and using fractions or percentages, as well as potentially your knowledge of angles to decipher them. So let's go through each of these in turn. The first of these question types might see you being provided with a table, for example, which shows you the number of students doing each of 3 sports. Or you may be provided with a set of bar charts which shows the same information. So through a process of elimination, you might be able to find that a particular number of students do rugby, a particular number of students do rugby and football, but not necessarily how many students do just football. And looking at all of that information, you can quite clearly see just how easy it then is to find the answer that you're looking for. The key with these types of questions is just remaining calm and remembering that the information that you're looking for is usually just simply one calculation away. As in this example, it's just subtracting one value from another. So the second type of question that we were going to talk through might provide you with a pie chart, for example, and it might give you some information on the numbers that each section represents, as well as some information on the angles. For example, you might be told that there are 20 boys that play football, and then you might notice that on the pie chart, the area representing boys that play football is exactly 90 degrees, which then means that you can very easily calculate that there's a total of 80 boys in that cohort. Obviously, there are many more variations on these themes, But in general, as you can probably see, these questions aren't designed to be difficult. They're just designed to show that you can sift through information, which is a core skill for future doctors. So make sure that you don't overcomplicate things and just focus on the basics. In this video, we've gone through how to approach analysing graphs, tables, pie charts, and text. And we've also gone through 2 of the typical types of questions you might be asked when it comes to data analysis in the quantitative reasoning section. So hopefully now you feel a lot more confident to tackle these.